this afternoon. I'm a part-time politician, but a full-time doctor. And what I understand is health and sickness, so I'm going to talk about this whole situation in those terms. The NHS has been our precious mother these last decades. She's brought many of us into the world. She kisses us and makes us better when we're ill and heals us from diseases. She is our precious mother. And yet she is under fierce and relentless attack. She is being lied to. She is being cut to the bone. The lies. We hear in election campaigns that politicians will cut the deficit and not the NHS. Utter lies. They've doubled the deficit and they're cutting the NHS. We hear more lies in Brexit. 350 billion, let's give it to the NHS. Within 2 hours, it's all lies. So, what's going on? The NHS is being cut. We've heard it from the mums here. You're about to see it in Poole and Bournemouth. I used to work in Poole as a junior doctor. I now work as a GP in Weymouth. I can see it from the inside. The whole NHS is being taken to pieces. How is it happening? Well, taking my disease analogy, the mechanism of the disease is using the CCG, the Clinical Commissioning Group. This is like the final axemen who are sent in to do the dirty work. And in many diseases like septicemia, the vital organs get shut down at the end, the liver and the kidneys all go into failure. This is what we're seeing at the moment. The CCG are the hatchet men. But they're unwitting. I used to work in the CCG. I resigned from it over what was happening to Kingfisher. So I know from the inside, they're not gifted amateurs, or rather gullible amateurs. The strings are actually held and directed from elsewhere. Many diseases are spread like a contagion through the air, like tuberculosis. We breathe it in. Now the transmission of this vicious illness has come through private companies like McKinsey. McKinsey were a firm of American privatisers who've been doing this for 20 years. 2012, they advised the Tory government on how to frame their white paper. And then that very same company and some of the same individuals came to Dorset and gradually steered the Clinical Commissioning Group towards what it sees as its own decisions. But this isn't the decision of local doctors. This is very firmly the direction of McKinsey's, who have been pushing this whole agenda. You won't see them up front, but behind the scenes, this is what's happening. They are the transmission agents, but what is the actual germ which is causing this crisis? Well, the infection is caused centrally through cuts. We've heard it before with some of the earlier speakers from the GMB. Relentless cuts. Dorset is £160 million in the red currently. Cuts. This is why your services are being cut. This is why Kingfisher is under threat. This is why your community hospitals will be closed. This is why some of your local GP surgeries will vanish in coming years, unless we do something about it. So, what does a body do when it's attacked? Well, first of all, it's got to realise it's attacked, and it then sends out distress, and from around the body come the white blood cells. You, friends, are the NHS's white blood cells. You've come together into this centre, this lymph node, to be programmed to know your enemy, to go out, then go off, energised and empowered to go and attack the things that are attacking our precious mother NHS. So, we need, in the coming months, for us all to stand together. And when the CCG comes out in its consultation, will you respond to the consultation? Yes. Will you come out on bigger marches when the time comes? Yes. Will you lobby your councillors? Yes. Will you write to and lobby your MPs? Yes. Yes, wake up, white blood cells, and defend the NHS. The British people have a reputation for being queuing patiently and being quite passive. That's a wrong reputation. The British are quite rebellious, and we rise up against oppression and bad rulers. We've seen it in the Peasants' Revolt, Kett's Rebellion, the Levellers, the Diggers, the English Civil War, the Chartists. Looking back, I'm going to draw my final quote from history to try and send us forth empowered. Words of Shelley, Mask of Anarchy, after the Peterloo Massacre. He's speaking to the people of England to get them to wake up to the power that they have as individuals. Rise up like lions after slumber, in unvanquishable number. Shake off your chains to earth like dew, which while you slept have fallen on you. You are many, and they are few.